What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel and another video here for updates at the Disneyland Resort. Starting off today over at the Disneyland Hotel, because on my last video someone actually told me a comment that the day after I had filmed they updated a bunch of stuff. So I'm headed over here first to check that out, and I'm already seeing something right away that I want to show you. So over here on the valet drive of the Disneyland Hotel, if you've been watching any of my update videos, you've seen kind of this coverage on this side. They used to have a temporary storage for all the luggage and everything they carry at the Disneyland Hotel while they were working on their old one, bringing it up to potentially standard, making it climate controlled. I'm not sure, but it is all completed now. And the old luggage storage that was temporary in the parking lot is gone. And the new one is here with this big long wall. I'm sure they'll probably put something because it's just bright and plain, but we'll continue to watch this. I'm sure there'll be some sort of detail here. I totally forgot that it was Dapper Day weekend over here at Disneyland Resort, including the Dapper Day Expo at the Disneyland Hotel. That is a paid event, so it's not open to the public, but Dapper Day is for everyone to take part in. All you have to do is go to their website. You can see kind of what you need to do to dress up nice and join in on all the festivities at Dapper Day. But I'm headed straight through the convention side, out by the pool, because we're gonna go to the villas, because that's where I had heard changes had happened. And here it is, the big change over here at the Disneyland Hotel. One of my viewers on my last video had mentioned that the day literally after I posted, they started taking down scaffolding around the villas at the Disneyland Hotel. And here's our first look. Basically, these are going to be the two biggest rooms in the suite in the tower here. Not sure if there's some on the other side as well, but these are two 3-bedroom grand villas with multi-story accommodations and multiple balconies. Those were going as high as $5,500 a night on some of the nights when they were putting in like the dollar value for each one. But you can see the color scheme of the hotel. It has that brown and yellow accents, and then the cream colored at the top, and then the yellow accent all along the side. So it's probably any day now that we see the scaffolding come down on the main side of the tower with the rest of the villas. And you can also see over here, and I can maybe scoot back after this to give you a different vantage point. This is the entrance into the tower, and then there's the passageway over here that leads out to their pool, which is behind the tower. Since this tower is T-shaped, think of it like a giant letter T with the other part going that way. So it's very, very exciting. They're moving along very quickly here. And just to always, like I'd show you with comparison over here. So we are looking at this section of the tower here. These are probably some of the larger suites. Of course, these being the two 3-bedroom grand villas that we're seeing right there. So they still haven't added these kind of like colorful accents along the sides of the tower for a little decor and a little privacy also, probably from the guests over here. And then we do see that yellow accent right up there. And then this will lead into kind of the pixie dusting accent on the side, including the Mickey logo and the pixie dust there. I wonder if they're going to include that. We're also looking at this area, which I was just showing you just above the fence line. This kind of leads into the bottom area of their tower here. It looks like there's a jacuzzi over here, and then you can see all these areas go right back into the pool, which I'll show you back towards when I head over to Trader Sam's area. And because of that additional construction going on over there by the pool, they've actually now closed pedestrian access to the Frontier Tower, where we were just standing not that long ago over here. So you actually have to walk around now on the back side of the tower, this direction here, along the front of the tower to the main door. So just keep in mind, if you are staying here in the Frontier Tower, you have a little bit longer of an extended walk during this construction period, as they probably work on the connecting areas between their pools and the pools here. And here's another perspective of the new villas. Over here from the pool bridge, you can see the scaffolding down here, but nothing on this side just yet. But I would imagine a lot's going to change here in just this month alone. So we're definitely going to be visiting here a lot to keep an eye on this as it continues to change. But that wraps up our updates over here at the Disneyland Hotel. There wasn't a lot that changed other than that luggage storage area and, of course, the scaffolding coming down on the tower. There were some random construction projects along the pathways, but it seems like a lot of those have wrapped up. So we're going to head on over to downtown Disney, because a lot is going down there, and I want to show you. So we finally made it to downtown Disney, and here's a peek at the first update. This used to be the temporary Wonderground Gallery location, but that's a clue to what's to come next, because the old brand new version of the Wonderground Gallery has reopened. There's also some art installations put in here by National Geographic. April is National Earth Month, so They're gonna have some photo opportunities here. This art installation is made from trash, they highlight over here. So all recycled materials from trash. And it's advertising the new series on Disney Plus for National Geographic called The Secrets of the Elephants. And they use flip-flops to make this trash sculpture. So you can see different remnants of flip-flops that made this. It's super cool. Upon first notice over here in downtown Disney, you can see the new Jazz Kitchen signage has been installed, including some of the new color accents in the hot pink and orange color scheme that this restaurant has now adopted. Let's go ahead and give you a new view from further back. And here's a view from further back. You can see all the hot pink and orange accents inside there, including the chairs on the top that are all bright orange. And there definitely is a lot of work left over there on the express side, which is going to be housing all the beignets and quick kind of to-go items. But honestly, I'm not a fan of this change at all. I really liked the way it used to look before, but I'm going to hold judgment until it's completely done and until the rest of this new area of downtown Disney is done, because it might really just mesh well with whatever's the whole look's going to be. So we might just be judging it a little prematurely. And here is one of the major changes. Wonderground Gallery and Disney Home have reopened in their newly renovated spaces. So let's check out Wonderground Gallery first. So walking around Wonderground Gallery, you might just think that nothing changed at all, but you actually really have to look up to see the changes. This used to be an open air atrium with artwork hanging here. Now it's closed off and level with the rest of the store. This let Wonderground Gallery give that space back up to the tenants above for additional dining space. So next up is Disney Home. We just left the Wonderground Gallery. It's a little hard to film in there. I feel like it's too close to kind of talk and film, and you're like a little bit in people's space. So, but let's check out the Disney Home store and see if anything's changed in here. So just like the Wonderground Gallery, the ceilings in the home store were also lowered and leveled with the rest of the store. This again allowed that space above to be given back to the restaurant that's currently being constructed. The rest of the store though remains completely unchanged. I didn't see or notice really any other differences other than maybe some new merchandise that wasn't there before. So now that we're outside of both stores, you can see actually the biggest change right outside. It's going to be the addition of a second story given back to the location up there. And as we know, Paseo Restaurant is taking over Catal right now, and this potentially could all be additional space for Paseo, including those doors opening up if there's dining space up there. But there's a new rail added. So you remember before, this was like big banners and art pieces that were hanging for Wonderground Gallery, and now it's all additional indoor space. So I would imagine some nice firework facing balconies over here for dining guests at Paseo, but no changes at either Wonderground Gallery or Disney Home other than some fixtures changing and maybe widening some of the walkways. No structural changes other than above. So they all got shorter to accommodate additional dining space above. So you can see up here, Catal's existing patio goes all the way to right here. So now they can go in this building and across this way for additional dining space over at Paseo. So they're going to gain a lot more room. And we're only getting started on updates over here at Downtown Disney. Paseo and Centrico are coming, which means the Uva Bar and Catal are now closed. So no Uva Bar, no Catal for however long it takes to build these locations. Again, Catal's dining is all upstairs mostly, a little bit downstairs, but Uva Bar is now closed, and they have signage all around saying Paseo and Centrico coming in 2024. So we know it's definitely not this year. So if you're coming on vacation this summer and you really liked the Uva Bar, unfortunately, it's closed and won't be open until next year. Even more changes over here in Downtown Disney. This one also for the Catal restaurant. It's going to be Sprinkles Cupcakes. Sprinkles Cupcakes is now permanently closed from Downtown Disney. They are gone, has been removed off of their company website as a location in Southern California. They are building new locations in Irvine, but Downtown Disney is closed. So no more Sprinkles in Downtown Disney as they prepare for Paseo and Centrico. Now, we were told that Sprinkles Cupcakes would be giving up that space to Paseo as they redesign the whole area for that new restaurant. There's not a lot of downstairs dining over here at Catal, as you can see. So The Sprinkles location will give them all that space, as well as the space upstairs and over here. So Paseo is actually going to have a pretty big footprint. They're banking a lot on this. So, but you know, Mexican cuisine does really good in Southern California, and this is supposed to be high-end Mexican cuisine. So, but what does that mean for the future of Tortilla Joe's? Tortilla Joe's and Paseo right next to each other. It's going to be interesting, but a lot of changes happening over here in downtown Disney. Again, Sprinkles now permanently closed in downtown Disney. The closest locations are going to be Fashion Island in Newport Beach, and like I mentioned earlier, soon to be at the Irvine Spectrum in Irvine. So both about 20-25 minutes away from Disneyland Resort. And because, like we were just showing a second ago, all the construction is happening over here at Catal and over by Sprinkles and for Centrico, this is a dead end now. So you can only come over here for Pele and Love Pop. Otherwise, you have to walk around the other side by Black Tap and Ballast Point. So lots of construction, and this is not wrapping up until 2024. So it's crazy just how much extra space they're going to have for dining at Catal once it changes to Paseo. Because when you truly think about it, it's all over there. Again, wrapping all the way around the above story. They're now going to have this building all the way around the corner above Wonderground Gallery. So quite the addition. And you can see the construction walls come out all the way over on this side, blocking off this part of Catal Restaurant as it continues its transformation. And it goes right up to Marceline's Confectionery. So big changes over here in downtown Disney as it continues to just turn into a land of construction. Disney has shared little small pieces here and there of kind of what's coming to downtown Disney, but it's all been very vague so far. So I feel like they're going to drop something pretty large soon and share with us more details. All these sudden closures like La Brea Bakery, which closed with little notice, at least to the public anyway. And then also Sprinkles also closing very sudden without a lot of notice to the public either. So big changes here, and not quite sure what the overall plan is for that south end of downtown Disney by the Disneyland Hotel. So this is definitely an area to watch as it continues to evolve over the next few months here at the Disneyland Resort. And as we head into the theme parks, wrapping up over here in downtown Disney and the hotels, it's worth mentioning, since we're over here by the ticket booths, that annual passes or magic keys over here at Disneyland did resume sales temporarily this week for all pass types, but they have now again sold out, leaving again still only the Inspire Key. Inspire Key being the $1,599 option with very few blackout dates and the most discounting and free parking available. But all other pass types have again sold out. It doesn't mean that they won't sell them again in the future, but we just don't know when that's going to be. For now, if you'd like a magic key, you can purchase an Inspire Key, and keep in mind all pass sales must be done on the app or the Disneyland website. So don't come here in person unless you're upgrading from a ticket or a used ticket so that they can help you out there. But otherwise, they're going to turn you away. So if you're doing a new sale on a magic key, it's going to be on the website. I decided I'm going to end my day at Disneyland, so I'm starting off for theme parks wise over here at Disney California Adventure. Check out any changes that might have happened since the last time I've been here for 2.5 weeks almost, essentially. So first stop, I'm actually going to meet up with the Mouse Fives back over in Pixar Pier. So we'll go over there first and then continue to check out other new things, especially over at Avengers Campus, or just outside of it rather, as they prepare for the upcoming Rogers the Musical at the Hyperion Theater. So definitely going to be heading over there to show you a look at all the preparations underway to bring back the queues in the courtyard for all those guests that are going to be queuing up to watch the show. All right, so I made it over to Pixar Pier. Haven't met up with the Mouse Fives just quite yet, but I'm over here at Silly Symphony Swings because this has been down and is going to be down for a while. It's on the refurbishment calendar. Last I checked, it didn't have a reopening date yet. So this is a pretty extensive refurbishment over here. The whole attraction is gone as they redo whatever needs to be redone on it. But it is going to come back. We just don't have a date for it yet because the calendar doesn't go out that far. So this is not available. If you are coming to Disney California Adventure Park, But let's continue on with these updates. We got to go back to the Grand Californian Hotel too. I forgot about the tree and the Earth Day display over there. So that'll be next at some point after we leave DCA. All right, so I finally met up with the Mouse Vibes. Nick and Ashley here. Look at Ashley's outfit, man. Okay, Lotso everywhere.
I had to take off the vest because it's 1,000 degrees, but...
You got the little plush chain up there. Yes. You got the shirt.
Got my Tokyo Disney passport.
Oh my God. This one smells like strawberries. I can smell it from here. And it has like a little strawberry pouch on the chain.
And my nails too.
We love a theme.
We love it.
All right. We all know Ashley looks the best, but my favorite thing about meeting up with Danny is when you accidentally match on purpose.
I know.
We didn't plan this. Look how good he look.
Twinning!
Except he looks like 10 times better in it. But perfect. Good minds think alike.
Okay, we are over here at Pacific Wharf, aka San Francisco Square, just outside. Some of the new updates over here, mainly on this building as they paint all the new graphics as this sort of transforms into, you know, a port side or port of San Francisco. But let's go look at some of the details up close on some of these writings on the wall now. So you can see right here, this says Wharfside Travel Agency with a little flying Baymax right there. And then on the other side, I can't quite see something like sardines, but that's over here. Then you see right here, there's advertisement for Lucky Fortune Cookery. So that right there confirms that it's gonna stick around because we didn't really know and Disney didn't mention that. So Lucky Fortune Cookery on the new exterior they're putting on the outside over here. Cocina Cucamonga, Port of San Francisco Cerveceria. And then it has over here the San Francisco Canning Company. And then there's a date there. It says established 1928. And then up here it says Kruger's Net Repair, also with the Japanese writing alongside of it. So things are coming along over here. Not any other updates I can see. Oh, there's one over here too, right next to the Lucky Cat Cafe. So we're gonna see a lot more things come, including some lanterns and things hanging down, other details, but they are moving quickly on this side because they probably want to get rid of some of the scaffolding over here in the water. So here's a big update over here. Radiator Springs Curios is finally reopened. This never reopened with the parks after they reopened from the pandemic closure. So this is the first time this shop is open once again after it all shut down. So very cool. They've got pins in here just like before, magic bands, and some t-shirts and other souvenirs. So once again, they have another gift shop over here in Cars Land. So we talked about this on Speculation Sunday. I wonder if they had seen it. All right, and on my way over to Hyperion Theater, I wanted to stop in Avengers Campus because they're actually doing a little bit of construction on the Avengers headquarters building for a potential new retail location that's going to be inside this building. Now, if you ever remember the artwork that they showed us at D23 Expo for this original e-ticket attraction that never was, there was going to be a gigantic facade or building behind it that would house the e-ticket attraction, including an entrance for the attraction that was going to take up like all this space over here, which is no longer coming. So this now is supposedly going to be a retail store. I don't know if Disney has actually confirmed that. It's just what everyone's been talking about on Twitter and stuff. So, but either way, there is construction here, so we'll be interested to see kind of what actually comes from the retail store they're putting here. It's gonna be nice because that's all the retail location they have for Avengers branded merch, because the other location just has Spider-Man stuff in it. So we need some good merch, right?
Here's my question. With the store coming into Avengers Campus, what does that do for Stage 17 over in the Hollywood area? Are
yeah.
Both of them?
I mean, I think we might have both, only because I think a lot of people there don't even know it's there.
100% agree. That's the Avengers Mall. Over here is the Destiny Shops. This one right here, as long as I can buy a glove, I can like snap and everyone can disappear. I'm good.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
No discount needed.
No discount needed. All right, on our way now to the Hyperion Theater. So over here at Hyperion Theater, we've got all the stuff back, getting ready for guests to come when Rogers the Musical opens on June 30th, which is gonna be the first day Disney just announced. They still have tables here for dining, but it's mainly back to what it used to be, which was queue space for guests going inside the theater. But this pretty much wraps up all the updates over here at Disney California Adventure Park. let's head over to Disneyland Park now to end this video. All right, so we crossed over from Disney California Adventure Park to Disneyland Park to check out some updates over here and end the video. Actually, I think I'm gonna end the video at Disney's Grand California Hotel because I forgot to head over there, but I will definitely make sure I hit that on my way out. But let's walk around Disneyland and see what's new. I wanted to first start right outside Adventureland over here to look at the Adventureland treehouse from afar. This is actually a really good vantage point I didn't notice before. But you can see a lot has been revealed now that the scaffolding has come down. You can see the astronomy room on the left-hand side, the main structure in the middle, but let's go ahead and walk over there and get an up-close look at everything that you can see a little bit closer to the structure and the walls. Now that we're closer, we can see a lot more details. Looks like some of the pathways have maybe adjusted a little bit. There's the main structure there with the shipwrecked boat, inspired by the movie. And then the astronomy room right there on the left-hand side, which is gonna have the SEA flag hanging from it. But yeah, this looks really, really good. So headed back over here to Critter Country to talk next about Splash Mountain, of course. Splash Mountain, as we know, finally got a closing date at Disneyland. We've been talking about it for so long. May 30th will be the final day of operation for Disneyland's version of Splash Mountain, and May 31st will be the day that it's closed. As it begins its more than year-long transformation to become Tiana's Bayou Adventure, including the removal of the iconic tree topper on Splash Mountain. So it's all going to be softened over in like a hill-like formation. So lots changing over here. We still have no idea what's going on with the Briar Patch around the corner, with the Hungry Bear, or any of the rest of Critter Country. All we know right now is Splash Mountain. So I'm sure Disney will share more details as we get closer, but at least for now, I wanted to share that with you in case you hadn't known that yet. We've talked about Splash Mountain so many times in past videos, but now we have a date. So for those looking to get their last-minute Splash Mountain penny press, it's already gone from here over at the exit of Splash Mountain, but I think, according to Nick from Mouse Vibes, it still exists, but it's possibly over at Pooh Corner. And I know a lot of people were looking to get their pennies because they're trying to collect them all. So I'm going to go look around and see if we can find the machine still. But I would imagine once the attraction's gone on May 30th, the penny press will be gone. So if it's high on your list, make sure you're doing that and prioritizing it. And hopefully we can find it. I'll go look for it.
You better get those pennies pressed, girl, because the time is up, okay?
The time is up. Oh, I think Nick found it over here. Going over here to Pooh Corner.
Oh, it is! Okay.
Oh, here it is. It's joined the Winnie the Pooh souvenir of the 100-acre wood one. And here it is, the Splash Mountain, the iconic Splash Mountain penny press is still here, alive and well, until it changes to potentially Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Dude, I've never paid attention that it's an actual model.
And the penny falls down the drop.
That is cool, and I would hope, for nostalgia purposes, because a lot of people grew up like me with Splash Mountain, but we're so excited for the new thing. But if they kept this here just for nostalgia,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
And here's your options. You got Mickey all wet. You have the 3 characters: Brer Bear, Brer Fox, Brer Rabbit, and then the classic 5 characters on Splash Mountain. And it's 1 souvenir coin for $1. I'm gonna do it. I think I should do it.
You should do it, yeah.
You should collect them all. And obviously it's right next to a recharge station where you can get your full rod. So you know good things happen in this area.
All right, so here they are. We have the Mickey all covered in like water. We have all 3 of the Splash Mountain characters, and then the Fab 5 going down the drop. And on the back side, Ashley, if you want to flip one over, it says Disney Splash Mountain Disneyland on it. And you can get all 3 for $3. And you don't need pennies or anything like that. You just need a credit card. That's it. So I wanted to come back over here to Disney's Grand California Hotel to end the video showing this tree again. So I had posted on Twitter that I found out what the tree was. It's actually an over 80-year-old tree. It's here for Earth Day. And it has very beautiful pink flowers normally, but it doesn't look like it's blooming just yet. So Disney added their own fake flowers to it. So it has these really pretty like yellow flowers all over it, but they're all fake, all the way up through the whole tree. And they do this kind of dramatic lighting on it, which kind of gives it like a green glow. But it's very, very cool from all over the lobby. All right, everyone, that wraps up today's video here for updates at the Disneyland Resort. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, go ahead and leave a like on this video and comment below. And as I walk back to the structure now, I just want to mention too, if you want to subscribe to the podcast, don't forget, for additional content, I have a podcast called the 5571 Podcast, which you can subscribe to on any podcast platform. Just search the 5571 Podcast. And it's going to be posting new episodes now every Tuesday. I changed to Tuesday because it's a better cadence for dropping news. I feel like news has been dropping a lot lately on Monday, and I have to re-record segments and get it out the next day. So Tuesday seems like the better day. And also, in addition to subscribing to the podcast, feel free to subscribe to this channel because there's a lot more videos coming, especially on updates, and more videos coming soon from other hotels as well, as I try to go back into giving some more education and information on local areas, local hotels around Disneyland for those guests that want other options outside of Disneyland. Seems to be a really popular request, so I'm going to try to do some more of those if I can. But thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.